Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Monday Messages with me, Rebecca Atkinson. I'm a QTT coach practitioner, a homeopath, holistic life coach and mentor, and I am becoming an elder woman, a wise old bird, if you like. So I bring my lifetime of wisdom to everything that I do as well. So welcome and thank you for joining me. I am going to try and stay on track today. I feel I've got loads of things I want to talk about today, and I'm going to try and confine myself to one theme, if you like. My day started today with taking the time to really stand and experience the most beautiful sunrise that happened today. Not surprising after the magnificent full moon last night, the cold moon. And I was kind of ripe for it because, again, I chose to change my plans yesterday on a whim and join in on a magical event that happened locally on one of my beaches. What some of you may have seen the reel I made from it. It was a fire ceremony and a storytelling ceremony, and it was put on by my local sauna, gorgeous sauna down at Cremon Beach, and I chose to change my plans, which were mostly about getting stuff done, and I was aware of the voice that popped up when this event came into my Instagram feed, and I thought, "Ooh, that sounds lovely." What happened next? My mind monkey popped up to go, "Oh, but you haven't got time for that. You haven't got time for that. There's no time. You said you'd do X, Y, and Z." And because this time last year, one of the intentions that I set, or commitments, if you like, that I made to myself, was that I would be really aware of that little part of me that pops up and says, "You haven't got time, you haven't got time." And I would challenge it each and every time, excuse me. And I would ask myself, is that true? Is that true? Do I really not have time? And I was able to do that and go, you know what? It can all change. No one's going to die. No one's going to suffer. I'm not going to suffer even. I can change my plans because this is something that is going to light me up. It's going to actually be consistent with the other commitment I made to myself, which was how I want to feel, what I want to feel more of in my life. And that is joy and time freedom, definitely, and to be connected with nature more, and therefore be more connected with myself. And I do find that the more that I listen to those calls to celebrate a full moon, or to stand around a fire and listen to stories, to dip in the sea and feel all its wildness, to sit in a sauna and stare out at that wild sea, whatever it is, to dance, to sing, to make a TikTok video, whatever it is, that is going to bring me joy. It's going to bring me freedom, and it actually, every time I choose that over something that I have perhaps committed to, that has to be done, I'm not choosing either or. That's one thing. It's very seldom, oh, well, if I choose that, I won't do that. No, it just means that I do both, but at a slightly different rate and in a slightly different order. And actually, if I plug into my sense of freedom and joy and connection with myself, I'm actually much better able to do the other stuff that is perhaps a little bit more pedestrian, if you like. And I know that a lot of you may already know all this, and I know it up here. I absolutely know it. And there is still a little part of me that succumbs to that internal voice when I'm a little bit overwhelmed, perhaps, or a little bit overcommitted, that I will come up and say, oh, but you haven't got time. So what I want to do today is encourage you to be aware of that voice, because I don't think I'm alone in that. I hear this phrase regularly from my clients, from friends, definitely from my husband, and from other family members. No, I can't do that. I haven't got time. And sometimes that's a very powerful voice. And it's always worth just going, okay, let's just take a moment here. Is that true? Have I got time? And remembering always that time is not something that we have or have not. It's not something that's given. It's something that we actually claim. We can choose always, literally day to day, moment to moment, how we spend our time. And just to be aware of that is a practice. It's something I wouldn't even pretend to be completely on top of. As I said, that little part came out yesterday. But it is something that, because I've set that intention, there's a kind of, I was going to say a warning light. It's not a warning light, that's too strong. Well, it kind of is a warning light, if you like. It's just a kind of trigger, an anchor now for me to check myself, to actually go, hang on, what's going on? What are you choosing here? Are you choosing something that lights you up, that you know will bring you magical joy? Or are you choosing something because you said you would? And is it true that that thing can't be changed or just deferred for a bit? So, excuse me. So I wanted to encourage you to think about that time wizard, time lord bit of yourself that might pop out, and just be conscious of her. And I'm not saying that sometimes you might listen and go, yeah, actually, on balance, I do need to actually do that thing that I said I was going to do. It's actually ultimately going to bring me more than dropping everything and going. But I'm willing to bet that 80% of the time it won't. And we are never going to wake up and go, oh, I'm so glad I didn't see that sunrise. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't stand around that fire and look at those children's faces and sip my cacao and feel the wild Atlantic and listen to the beautiful story. Just think about the things that we're going to remember in our lives, the memories that we're making. I could go on and on. I'm going to stop now because I'm choosing to honour your time and mine. And I think I've made my point. So and another point is time related. My Vibe Up Your Vision and Design Your Destiny vision board workshop, which is all about reconnecting with how we want to feel and what our vision is, and very much driven by how we want to feel in our lives, and making beautiful boards, vision boards that reflect that and mirror it to us. That early bird price for that workshop, January the 5th, is ending on the solstice, the 21st. So solstice around Friday, Saturday this year. For us, the early bird price ends at midnight on the 21st. So if you want to avail of that price, then do click on the link with this video. Or you can message me for a link, or you can go to my bio and find the link there. And I really, really hope that you come and join us, because it's going to be a magical day. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.